everybody. So we're talking about the value of a balanced binary search tree. And the big value of a balanced binary search tree is that we can insert, delete, find all in log base 2 of n, which is fantastic, which is what we want. The trick is we have to keep our tree balanced. And so there's a bunch of different ways to keep trees balanced. We're talking about AVL trees. Okay, so let's just quickly, we have a binary search tree. Left child's data is less, right child's data is greater. Our goal is to have find and insert and remove all, for find and insert, every choice we go left or go right, we should be eliminating about half the data, okay? And that means that we never have to look at that data because we know it's not going to be in that data. So for instance, in this binary search tree over here, if I was looking for 5, I would compare 4 to 5. If 5 is greater than 4, I would go here. I never ever have to look at these 3 nodes. I never have to look at them. I know 5 will not be in those 3 nodes. So I never have to compare the data I'm looking for with any of these 3 nodes. Then I do the same thing again. I compare 5 to 6. When I compare 5 to 6, 5 is less than 6. That means that I never have to look at anything to the right of 6. In this case, there's only 1 node. If there were multiple nodes, I would never have to look at them because I know 5 will not be in that set of nodes, okay? So every single choice I make, go left, go right, should eliminate approximately half of my data. Okay. And this works as long as your tree is balanced. Okay, so an AVL tree, every single node in our AVL tree is balanced. And what that means is the height of its left child and the height of its right child differ by no more than 1. So the balances, they change when the heights of nodes change. And when does that happen? That happens when we insert and when we remove. And what we want to do is as soon as an imbalance occurs, we want to correct the problem. We don't want to wait until we've done inserting everything into our tree. We want to do it as we're going because we want to maintain a balanced tree as we're inserting more data, as we're removing more data. We always want the tree to be balanced. So as we're going to rebalance the tree. Okay. So let's talk about exactly when we adjust our tree. Okay, as we insert into each node, we check its balance. We check the height of the inserted node and the height of the ancestors of that node. We also check the balance of the ancestors of that node. And as soon as something becomes unbalanced, that's when we fix it. And because the whole point of this is to be as efficient as possible, we need a systematic way, an efficient, systematic way of fixing the problem. And that's coming, and I will show you that shortly. But as the tree is created, and this is why I'm sort of doing this, why I'm sort of going over this again. This is a mistake people make. They tend to try to create the whole tree and then balance it, and it doesn't work that way. As the tree is created, we're going to systematically fix problems as they occur in balance. So just to give you an example, here we've got this tree 4, 7, 9, 8. We insert 4. 4 is balanced because there's only 1 node in the tree. It's got to be balanced. Okay, then we insert 7. 7 is going to go to the left of 4. In this case, 7's balanced because it's a leaf. 4 is balanced because the height of its left is 0, height of its right is 1. 0 minus 1 is -1. That's good. Okay. Now we insert 9. We compare 9 to 4. 9 goes to the left of, or to the right of 4. We compare 9 to 7. 9 goes to the right of 7. 9 will go here. Now we go back up. We check. We update the height of this and we check the balance. Is the balance okay? Yeah. 0 minus 1 is -1. So 7's balance is okay. It's -1. Then we go to 4. 4's balance. 0 minus 2 is -2. 4's balance is -2. That's a problem. So as soon as that happens, we are now, before we insert 8, we're going to rotate, we're going to fix 4. And I'll show you how to do that in the next slide. My point here is before we insert 8, we would fix 4. Here is another example. Okay, we have this lovely balanced binary search tree. Okay, we're going to insert 68. Okay, once we insert 68, we're going to travel up the ancestors and we're going to update the heights and we're going to check the balances. So in this case, we've inserted 68. Now the balance of 67 is -1. Okay, that's fine. Then we go to 54. We check the balance of 54. Now the imbalance is -2. We don't even go up the tree any farther. We would actually do something about 54 before we did anything else because 54 is imbalanced. Okay, so we inserted 68. We had to go back up just through the ancestors. Again, I never have to look at the heights or the balance of these nodes over here because they don't change. I never have to look at the height or the balance of anything that's over here. In this case, it's one node at 76, but that's not going to change. The only thing I have to look at is the direct ancestors of the node I inserted. And the first one, I inserted 68. I traveled back up through the parents. The first parent I hit that has an imbalance, we're going to fix. And we fix that before we even look at 72. Okay, so we inserted 68. We checked the ancestors. 67's balance is okay. It's -1. 54's balance is now -2. That's not okay. So this is the node we'd fix. Okay. Same with removing here. Okay, so let's say I want to remove J. Well, if I'm going to take the leftmost of the right subtree, I would replace J with L. That'll work. That'll create a balanced binary search tree. Well, that'll create, excuse me, a binary search tree if I take L and replace J with L. Okay, but that means now P's, let me think about it. P's left child is N. So if P's left child is N, that means the height of P's left child has changed. Okay, so now I have to make sure, first of all, I'd have to update the height of P if P's left child's height has changed. P's height's okay, it doesn't change because it was dependent on the right child, but the balance of P changes. So now if N becomes P's left child has a height of 1. P's right child has a height of 3. 1 minus 3 is -2. P is a problem. Okay, so we would adjust P before we even checked J. Okay. So takeaways, we want to maintain a balanced binary search tree. AVL trees are binary search trees. They're just balanced binary search trees. So that means an AVL tree, when you're doing find, you do it exactly the way we did it with a binary search tree. When we do our traversals, the pre, in, and post order traversals, we do them just like we did a binary search tree. That's all the same. The difference comes into play when we do an insert or remove, an insert or a remove, okay? Because that's what's going to change the height of a node. And if a height of a node changes, the balance of its ancestors can change as well. And if the balance changes, then we want to rotate, we want to fix the first node we encounter whose balance is incorrect. There we go.